we've dropped our papers. The printer has spit them out, and it's like we've had to go.
Oh, that took me forever to get them back in order. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I've
gosh,
had it
yeah.
happen too. I've had it happen actually. So what are we, we're not on, what are we on tonight?
Well, we finished chapter 2 and started chapter 3.
Today we started on number 44 in chapter 2.
But are we on what? Oh, now I'm really lost. What are we on? The way of the no, the way of the Bodhisattva?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still the root text?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm on, my head is on straight.
Excellent.
You're
I
better
think-
off than me then.
Yeah, I was going to say you can help all of us, or at least me. I'll speak for myself.
Well, I read it on my phone, so this is tiny too. I might not be much help.
Hard.
That's funny.
Tempo, when do you teach the Vietnamese people?
When get the time.
Is it like real early in the morning?
No, when they ask, I talk to them. Not every day, but sometimes they ask. I don't have to teach specifically. They usually follow this teaching, listening, follow the recording. Someone translates into Vietnamese language, so it's the same teaching together. Sometimes they have a question, so I go there.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So now we are verses. Verses is 43. Verses 43. And the 44 have to go together. So yesterday actually we done the 43, verses 43. So we're going to do same as last night. And then
Great.
everyone read and have questions. So one by one together. So Mary is already wanted to talk ready. So she's already. So now first you read 43 and 44 together, Mary.
Hey, Kempo, I'm already muted. Did you notice? I already shut
No, I
up.
didn't recognize.
But I will start.
When I come into the Zoom and you have questions already, so no, that's why you have to read first.
Okay, I'd be happy to.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see, 43. Petrified is the person today being led into a torture chamber with dry mouth and dreadful sunken eyes. His entire appearance is transfigured. What need to mention the tremendous despair when stricken with the disease of great panic, being clasped by the physical forms of the frightful messengers of death.
Okay, so you did it both, right? 43, 44?
Yeah.
Okay. So
You don't think
43 is
45?
43, 44, you did great. So that is just first one is like even we scale in the something in the break the law and the rules. But the second one is like if you scared that, then what are you going to do in the falling to the lower realms? Especially in the Pardo have so much fears. So we have to think about that take care about that part in the future life. If you scared something coming in this life, so that is compared to future life, nothing big problem. Yeah, so that's why Shantideva said, take care more future life. Any question? Do you have that? Great. So then, Marilyn, please read 40, 45, 46. And
Oh.
Marilyn,
Yeah,
can you read?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
everybody's gone now. I have the house to myself. Who can afford me real protection from this great horror? With terrified, bulging eyes agape, I shall search the four quarters for refuge. But seeing no refuge there, I shall become enveloped in gloom. If there should be no protection there, then what shall I be able to do?
So then 44 is before rapine and karma, we have to purify it. So Shantideva said, purify karma before rapine, before happening. 45. That's the reason we have to look for protection, protector. And 46 also, we have to look, when we are in the dying, then karma is rapine. That time looking something, doing something is too late, harder to find the protections. So before that, Shantideva said, take refuge, practice dharma, purify karma. Okay, so that's, do you have any questions that too, 45, 46?
Chapter 2,
Easy,
right?
right? 45 and 46.
Chapter 2.
Yes,
Okay.
Chapter, I don't remember.
yeah.
Part 2.
Part two, yeah.
Okay. So everyone okay there, right? Yeah, I think so. It's very easy, just as simple. But simple means is words is like understand easily, but we have to do the actions. And then 47, 46, 46.
47
Yeah,
and 48.
Oh, you did 45 and 46?
Yep.
Okay. Then 47 and 48, yeah? 47 and 48, now is we are going into the different section. So this section is object, the power of object, the power of object. So we are purifying karma. The first we already talked, that part is regret. So no power of object is take refuge to Buddha, take refuge to Dharma, take refuge to Sangha. So Curtis, please read. Can you read?
Yes, sir. Therefore, I now seek refuge in the Buddhas who protect the world, who strive to shelter all that lives, and with great strength eradicate all fear. Likewise, I purely seek refuge in the Dharma they have realized that clears away the fears of cyclic existence, and also in the assembly of Bodhisattvas.
Thank you. So any questions there? That's part easy, right? It's take refuge in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. No, 51, no, sorry, 49 and 50. Debe, can you read the Ohio Debe? Debe E.
Did you say 49 and 50, Kempo? Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I, trembling with fear, offer myself to Samantabhadra, to Manjughosha. Also, I make a gift of my body. To the protector, Avalokiteshvara, who infallibly acts with compassion, I utter a mournful cry. Please protect this evildoer.
Thank you. So that section is we take refuge to the Bodhisattvas. So anyone has a questions? Any there? Just 59 and 50.
I have a question. So are you calling them as we're dying and to take refuge in them, or is this prior to dying? Because trembling with fear, is this at the point that we realize that we are dying?
This actually we're calling the Chenrezig and this Bodhisattvas because we recognize we did the no virtuous deeds and ask them to help support.
Thank you.
So please protect me. We're calling the Chenrezig. You have so much compassion. So then please help me. So calling the Chenrezig, it's the same as like calling the Guru.
Hippo, I have a question. You know, we usually hear Siti Garba, but I rarely hear Akasha Garba. Is he, you know, like guarding the Christy Garba guarding the hell realm, right? So Akasha Garba, is he up there or guarding the space or what?
No, this I don't know that we didn't talk about anything that kind of way. So we normally like usually say this Sutta Garbha is like lower realm beings liberating, right?
Yeah.
But I don't hear any Tibetan tradition says separate differences. Just everyone has, or is Bodhisattva that does everything.
Okay.
Benefit.
Yeah, we hear so many names. I get very confused.
So here has eight Bodhisattvas name.
Okay.
Yeah, this eight Bodhisattva is during the Buddha time. So also this eight Bodhisattva was there. And then many prayers has this eight Bodhisattva's name. And rituals also have a Bodhisattva's name. So very popular, these Bodhisattvas, everywhere names. So then also Shantideva mentioned about this Bodhisattvas, he's especially calling them to purify my karma. So now 50, 51 and 52, Thomas, please, can you go?
Yes. In my search for refuge, I cry from my heart for Akasha Garba, Kasiti Garba, and all the compassionate protectors. And I seek refuge in Vajrapani, upon the side of whom all harmful beings, such as the messenger of death, flee in terror to four quarters.
Thank you. So this Bodhisattvas is happening in this life, of course, also happening in the Pardo next life too. So we connect with this life, then the effort to in the Pardo to protect us. And during the lifetime, they are supporting, purifying our karma. If you use that way practicing, then in the Pardo, they are become protector us. So that's why here it says the Vajrapane. So we practice Vajrapane in this life, connect with that in the Pardo. So Vajrapane effort to us, and then all the other these yamas or maras or some like our parents has this Pardo obstacle beings like create the fears is like they're released. And anyway, these beings scared for Vajrapane. Any questions there?
What if you don't have Vajrapani empowerment or teachings or anything?
Then just if you don't have a karma, so you don't have suffering there.
Oh, so I'm not going to suffer.
If
Okay.
you have a karma, then you just have the karma and the suffering, right? It's dependent, follow the karma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the reassurance.
So purify karma before.
Kempo, at the stop sign, turn left onto 3rd Avenue Northwest. Can you say something more about Akasha Garba? I really don't know much about him.
Kashi Garba said turn right. Don't go to the left. Left is the wrong direction. Go right. Right is right direction. So that's what Kashi Garba says. That's it. He just give everyone is the right direction. No, he said just don't go to wrong direction, okay? Go right direction. That's he telling for everyone.
That's brilliant.
Hippola, I found Google search Akasha Garba. They said he's Namkai Ningpo in Tibetan. So Namka is the sky, right? So Ningpo is big guy, right? Big, big guy from the sky, a big bodhisattva from the sky. So he must be a bodhisattva ruling the sky, and then Siddhi Garba is ruling the ground or the earth, right?
I don't know. This is Sutta Garba is we call Sain Himpo is like the earth benefit other beings. So Sutta Garba is the same as earth benefiting others.
Right.
So Namkan Himpo is we didn't talk about anything like that. It's Bodhisattva means whatever we need. So they are effort to that, okay? You don't have to think about one only specific, right?
Tempura.
Yes.
Can I add a little bit about Siddha Garba Bodhisattva? He is very, very popular in Chinese and in Japan. Japanese, and so it's really, we have a sutra about him and about a girl who was very good to her parent, but her parent was did something not very good. So whenever when my father passed away, and the sutra, it took 1.5 hours to finish chanting, and our whole family had to chant it like 3 times a day. And it's very accustomed to the Chinese tradition. When parents die, we chant this and hope that our parent won't go to hell, and hope that Bodhisattva will help her to deliver our parent to some pure land or whatever. And so, and the most important is the Bodhisattva have vow. He said that if this hell realm is not empty, I'm not going to become Buddha. I will become Buddha until the hell realm is empty. So we have a big debate. So he will never become Buddha. And then Chinese people ask Gachin Rinpoche about that. And Gachin Rinpoche says that actually hell realm have been empty many times. But whenever they are empty, like a few seconds later, it's filled again. So the Bodhisattva was very busy to help. But if he really wants to become Buddha, he can, because hell realm have occasionally be empty. He just have to take that opportunity to become Buddha during that time. Yeah, that's what my knowledge is. And my memory of
thank you. Thank you, Lomi.
Yeah.
Okay, so now next we go to the 53 and 54. EDG, please.
Previously, I transgressed your advice, but now upon seeing this great fear, I go to you for refuge. By doing so, may this fear be swiftly cleared away. If I need to comply with a doctor's advice when frightened by a common illness, then how much more so when perpetually diseased by the manifold evils of desire and so forth.
Thank you. So 53 is still the power of interdot, no power of object. So 54 is become power of interdot. So this is followed by the 4 powers. Confession section is. Any questions? Everyone good at?
Are we on 53 and 54, Kempo? Is that correct?
Yes.
And in 54, then, does it start the 3rd power?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And that's the power of Dharma or the...
The power of the interdot.
Okay.
It's power, yes, it's the power of Dharma.
Thank you.
That's why talking about the medicine. Yeah. So then we go to the 55 and the 56. 54, 55 have to kind of go together. So 55 is 4 is example, 55 is the meaning. And we have something sickness in this life. So medicine is very important. Then more. Sorry about better the phone calls. So 55 is the talking about the emotion. Medicine only just I mean the disease only just like people get sick and die is like few, not many comparing to this emotion create suffering other beings. So that's why emotion is we have emotion, the medicine is the Dharma. So that is the chant they were talking about. 54, 55. So one, can you chant that 54, 55?
If I needed to comply with the doctor's advice when frightened by a common illness, then how much more so when perpetually diseased? Oh, this one I think ADG already read, right? Yeah, oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's
okay,
fine,
just read
but I think it fits well into.
Yeah, it's 55.
Yeah,
okay.
you can do.
And if all people dwelling on this earth can be overcome by just one of these, and if no other medicine to cure them is to be found elsewhere in the universe.
Thank you, so
Oh.
I think 57 also related, Kempo.
Then in
56 also related.
Okay, so go ahead, 56.
Then the intention not to act in accordance with the advice of the all-knowing physicians that can apport every misery is extremely bewildered and worthy of scorn.
Thank you. So that's 54, 56. Have any questions? It's a great statement, that part is.
Yes, I do have a question.
Mm.
Who are these all-knowing physicians?
That's a Buddha.
Okay, it's not like a doctor you would go to in real life.
So I don't think so. Doctor has this knowledge or knowing physician.
I don't think so either. Because
they can uproot every misery.
because
Uproot every misery means free from suffering.
Okay, free from suffering, not from diseases.
Yeah, not only free from disease, free from suffering, taken care by permanently, not taken care by just temporary.
Because somebody told me one time a doctor is called a practitioner for a reason, and it's because they practice what they think they know on you. So I don't have anything against doctors, but I don't think they're all knowing either.
Yeah, doctor is great, but they're only taken care by the disease.
Thank you.
But Shanti Deva said the disease only just maybe care one lifetime only. So this emotion care us like countless life, and also not only like 100 people, 200 people. So emotion care all sentient beings stuck in samsara.
Thank you, Keppo.
So that's why the Buddha only take care that Buddha is a doctor, uproot all this free from suffering. Yeah, it's comparing to the just regular doctor. We didn't say doctor is bad, but doctor can cure the disease. But disease comparing to emotion, so disease is nothing comparing to emotion.
Verse 56 to me has bearing on the current presidential race.
So that we don't know, okay? We don't talk about the president race. Everyone has different opinions. No one is agreed to that, each other. So they also have a different capacity, different levels of thinking. Now we go to the...
I have a question, Kempo.
Yes.
In 56, it talks about scorn, and scorn is a negative emotion, but I thought with Dharma we're supposed to be letting go of negative emotion, but it's saying this is worthy of scorn. So I'm just kind of wondering how that relates.
Can you say again, which one?
In 56, it says at the very last line, is extremely bewildered and worthy of scorn. And if we're letting go of negative emotions, then why would something be worthy of scorn?
I didn't hear clearly.
I think what it is really saying is if your intention is not to act in accordance with the advice of physicians, you're stupid.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, if you don't follow the Buddha's advice, then you are just stupid. His the main point is.
Right. Your view is wrong, basically, then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mary. So then next one, 57 and 58. So Debe B.
Which one of us?
57 and 58.
Okay, for me, yeah, I guess it's comedy night today. All right, 57, 58. If I need to be careful near a small, ordinary precipice, then how much more so near, one of long duration that drops for 1,000 miles. It is inappropriate to enjoy myself thinking that today alone I shall not die, or inevitable will come when I shall become nothing.
Thank you. Okay, so anyone has a question for that? So that's an example. First one is 57 is example. Especially the first two lines example. Then the last two lines like more talking about the meaning. Like we falling to the lower realms, more suffering, and we just taking care in this life. Shantideva is actually not enough. You have to taking care for death and the future life. And this life is Shantideva is not really danger. Nothing going to danger anything like strong. Maybe some very danger comes, you lose your hand or something like that, right? So you fall in the ground. But the future life is a more danger than that. So we have to take care of future life. 57, yeah. Then 58. So we have to put effort. No one has a confidence. No one has certainty to not going to die. So that's the reason we have to put effort. Anyone has a question on this too, yeah? Everyone okay, yeah? So then 59 and 60 is Lisa, please.
Yes, Kampo. Who can grant me fearlessness? How can I be surely freed from this, if I shall inevitably become nothing? How can I relax and enjoy myself? What remains with me now from the terminated experiences of the past? But through my great attachment to them, I have been going against my spiritual master's advice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so anyone has questions? Who can grant me fearlessness? Who can give you fearlessness?
Buddha.
Who give to fearlessness for Buddha?
I have no idea.
Emptiness.
Gave
So
it to
who is the
himself.
fearlessness? Huh?
He gave it to himself, and we kind of have to do it ourselves too, eventually.
Okay, so that's a good thought.
Yes, I like that, Marilyn. That's sort of what I was thinking, but I thought it was wrong. The wrong answer.
You also did a good job, Lisa, too.
Thank you.
So who can grant me fearlessness? No one give us fearlessness, right? So no one give for fearlessness us. Then what do we have to do? We have to put effort, yeah?
Free ourselves from that fear.
So this section, or we can just even it's like discussion together, you know, one read and just you can share opinions, you can ask questions, and same as we follow the book discussion. How can I be surely free from this? If I share inevitable become nothing, how can I relax and enjoy myself? Okay, so now we don't have a confidence not going to die, and we don't have a confidence not going to lower realms. So that's the reason we have to put effort. Then 60 is starting the change the subject. 60 starting change the subject. So this is the fourth power. This is a commitments section.
Is that regret, Kempo?
Regret is the first part.
Resolve. Resolve, I think.
Yeah, resolved. Resolved commitments, not going to do again. So 60 is make sense for you or no?
But resolve and remorse are the same.
Yeah, same. Remorse, same. Yeah, remorse, regret, not going to do the commitment or same.
Yeah.
So that's the 60 is the what happening before. Nothing going to something like we get any special feature like feature 2. So the past, whatever we enjoy, whatever we did something is only just remind, memorize, but it's all gone. Then not going to get better than anything that, just everything's the same like that. Same as yesterday, what we did, today also same, tomorrow is also going to, there is the same thing, nothing is something, you can have something different experience. So like past, what we have already experienced, good things, what we did like desire or something, joy means, also it's all is gone, finished, no more. It's extinguished, dissolved, right? So whatever feature tomorrow, also same thing, whatever we, something like playing, good, happening, something good, desire, whatever things, also same is the past, like nothing going to last long and the same thing. So not going to get to find any something special. It's very good, think this one, and then really strongly something attached to feature. We're doing something feature, like same as before, you think about you went to vacation. So now you also going to vacation, it's same thing before, it's like this, no, it's big, it's only memory. And they're already gone. So also whatever going to do tomorrow, you're going to eat good food or you are playing something, same as what you did before. So nothing is different, something special happening. So that's why the samsara, we don't have anything special.
One thing about this verse is that, some things that you experience change you, and then that's going to go with your mind stream.
What is?
Some things, good and bad, are big enough to, imprint in your mind. I mean, they can affect you. If it's good, you gain wisdom. If it's something bad, you increase your afflictions. But, it isn't just that it's a memory, it's that it can stay with you.
So that's follow the karmic imprint, right? So the Shantideva main point is he talking about you're going to make some planning tomorrow or going to do something special. So Shantideva said you did the same thing before. It's like nothing going to something special, anything. Same the same as before. So it's talking about like that. We're not talking about just karmic imprint. He's saying or get rid of a karmic imprint.
So Kempo,
you have to, this is attachment, actually attachment, release attachment.
So he's just saying to just stay present. Is that it? Like just be present here right now, not in the past, not in the future?
Not only like that.
Okay.
So what are you understanding then? Maybe I'm saying is like you thinking is different. What do you get this statement? Someone give me.
I see it as don't, like, stuff happened in the past, but don't dwell on it. And then don't look at what will happen in the future, because the only thing that exists is right now. So if I think about my past and carry it with me, even though I got wisdom from it and learned a lot, it changed me, it affected me. But if I just think about that, then I'm stuck in the past. And same in the future, if I'm saying, oh, what's going to happen, and it's a hard thing not to do that, but then I create suffering.
I kind of have a different take on it. I thought that this was the terminated experiences from past lives have influenced you more. And that's what has habituated you to the experiences that you're going with now. And because you have been attached to these through your past lives, you were going against your spiritual master's advice and not following Dharma enough or at all. I don't know if that's right either.
But wasn't your past life, like yesterday was my past life too?
Yeah, but you've got lots more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my take also, whatever that have passed, whether it's good or something that is pleasured or unpleasant, it's the past. It's already passed. So why do we cling on to it? It's already passed. And then we cling on to it, then we'll go against whatever Buddha's teaching. Whatever, if it's happened yesterday or happened past life, if we still remember, which we don't. So.
And I like the phrase, there is only now, there is no next. But I do tend to, I get happy about things that I know are coming in the future, because Wednesday I'm supposed to go to that Vietnamese temple in Florida, and I'm very happy about that. But I know that that is if I'm still here, if I'm still alive in 2 to 3 days, I'll go there, and that my happiness does not depend on me going there or not, and also that everything in life is subject to change. If something happens, within the next 2 days, I may not go, and I'll be okay with that. It's not like my happiness depends on me going there. I'm happy, I'm excited about it.
Yes. Yeah, Lisa. So then anyone has
Yes.
Okay, Avira.
I wanted to comment that when something happens and you learn something, let's say we learn something good about it, and so that becomes part of us, that whatever we learned. But if we attach to the thing, to what happened, we will be waiting for it to happen again, and we would like for it to happen again, but we will not learn anything about it, and we seem to attach to that happened, or that thing that was good, but we will not get anything more from it that we already got. And also,
that's the last your word. That's a really great statement.
Yes, we're not going to get anything else. And also, I want to say that I've learned more from bad things that happened to me than from good things. Yeah.
So the main point. Okay, so then anyone has more information? So everyone is like little bit okay, but slightly, but the mostly is a kind of, but not really exactly the Shantideva what it says. You almost get everyone. So anyone wanted to put more comments? Yes.
How that hit me is the power of regret. I'm carrying all this stuff with me, and I'm going through the teachings and listening to listening to, practicing Dharma. And then I realized that I haven't been doing things right. So I see that as power of regret. I regret where I'm at because now I know better.
We love you, Ed.
Huh?
We love you, Ed G.
I love you too. So yeah.
Okay, so
anyway.
anyone has more comments?
Well, how about it? It means to me, what are you waiting for to start your practice? What are you waiting for?
Okay, so then anyone more? So Avura, you say again, please. You what do you say?
Yes, Kempo.
Short way, yeah.
Yes, what I meant was that we shouldn't attach to things, that happened in the past. We learn from them.
Yes.
Whatever we learned is part of us. But if we
Yes.
try to repeat the things, if we try to grab the things, we will not get anything from them. They're done.
Gone. Yes.
Yeah.
So then same is the future.
Mm-hmm.
Same is the future, right? What happened in past, the same is the future. So this is our thing about worldly activity.
Yeah.
Worldly activity. Don't think about the Dharma something, okay? It's worldly activities. We are in the samsara. We reborn many lifetimes, or it's a past. So only some is just some memorized, like, we have experience, but it's gone. Some desire things also experience is gone. So what done or the past, same thing again, samsara, future also, nothing going to get anything, something special, future lives too. So that's why in samsara it's meaningless, useless, nothing get something special. So far we didn't get anything special, future lives also you don't get anything, something special.
I think we're missing an important part of the whole thing though, because the last line says, I have been going against my spiritual master's advice.
So that's the reason, like then we follow the samsaric things and we didn't follow the Buddha's advice.
Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't follow the Buddha, we followed the samsaric desire. So that's why I have been going against my spiritual master advice.
Aren't we
So
supposed
now we
to
say we
rejoice?
no going to same continue samsara. No starting today, I want to follow the Buddha, follow the Buddha's advice.
Well, when
It's
something
forget
good
the samsara.
happens,
So that we get rid of samsara, causes of samsara.
when something good happens, especially for others, aren't we supposed to rejoice for them and with them?
So no talking about that. It's just generally we're not going to create the causes of samsara. Okay. So no, it's going to follow the Buddha's advice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's like example in the hurricanes coming every year. You build the house 1 year, put so much effort. Next year, then hurricane comes, destroy that. You build again house, hurricane comes, destroy that. You build again house, hurricane comes, destroy the house. So then what is that you're going to do again there? It's crazy, right? So we are crazy. We samsara, these things always the same like that.
That's why there's plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We can go through the whole alphabet.
Okay, so now we move to the next one.
So I have a question. So that's the resolve then. We're resolving to not continue to do this. Is that
yes,
because
yes,
in the part of, okay.
Exactly, yeah. Then we're not going to do again continue because you build the beautiful house this year hurricane go away, watch, done. So you know, you say, I'm going to do something more beautiful than that. You brought too much effort. It's another hurricane going to destroy again. So nothing going to last. So next one, then we already read that one, right? Next 61. Not yet, yeah. So it's a okay. Fan, please, can you read the 61 and the 62?
Yes, Kenpo. Having departed from this life and from all my friends and relatives, if all alone I must go elsewhere, what is the use of making friends and enemies? How can I be utterly freed from unwholesomeness, the source of misery? Continually, night and day, should I only consider this?
Thank you. So everyone, okay, 61.
No, I don't understand. What's the use of making friends and enemies? And other that means don't be attached to people. I don't understand.
Maybe
Yes,
we
it's
should word it having friends or enemies, right? Because sometimes the word in here is strange.
so that means point is like having departed from this life means when we die this life from all my friends and relatives. So it's we have to leave. If all alone, so we have to go ourselves. I must go out elsewhere. Elsewhere is ourselves. So then what is the use of making friends and enemies? In this life, why you so strong attached to family, friends? Why you hatred to the enemies? Anyway, you're going to leave them. Departure, we have departure. You're going to take the airplane, so why you fight in the someone in make so much friend in the airport and hatred to someone there? Because anyway, you departure is soon.
Well, if we've already departed, what's the importance of trying to make new friends and worry about our relatives? That seems kind
No,
of
that means
irrelevant
is
to me.
like during the lifetime, don't too attach to loved ones. Don't too much hatred to the enemies. Anyway, when we die, the both need to leave. Don't create the suffering. Yeah.
There's another way of looking at that last sentence. You could say it's asking, what is the purpose of making friends? And the purpose of the good purpose of making friends is they help you in the Dharma, to make Dharma friends. That's a good use.
No, this is not talking about a friend. They're not talking about you have need a friend or not. So that means don't attach to your family and relatives. Don't hatred to the enemies. Like don't create desire, attachment, and anger.
So is that to me when you are when we die, we're going to leave all this behind, no matter it's a friend or enemy. Therefore, there's no point to attach to
Hatred hatred to the enemies.
love
To the
too
much desire, fixation to the family, relatives.
Yes, I think a good way to
The
kind of
main point is to
explain
give up attachment, give up anger.
is when you have children, a
Then
lot of
don't
the
think
time,
about a friend. Like friend, you can have friend in this life, but don't too much fixation to that.
a lot of the time, people refer to their children as my children, my, and I've done that in the past, but the reality is they're not ours. We give birth to them, but they are their own beings and their own people. So I think that kind of helps with that, you know, with the detachment part of realizing that especially if you have children or pets or whatever, they're not they're not a possession. They're not, like I said, we give birth to them, but then they go on their own way, and they grow up, and they, you know, make lives for themselves. So
yeah, it's the main point is it doesn't matter your own kids or not own kids, but the Shantideva said don't too much attach to that, okay?
Khenpo, I think
So
that
anyway, when we die, is that nothing going to have, it's become obstacle to the liberation, attachment. So we have to release attachment.
I think if we read the verse 61, but the last two lines together, it helps to make a little bit more sense, because it say, if all alone, I must go. You know, I must go alone anyway. So having friends, they cannot help me, and nor the enemy, nor they can harm me. I must go alone. I have to go alone. No one can follow me, not even children or loved ones or relatives. So detach, right?
Detach, yes, detach, dehydrated too.
Yeah.
Okay, so now 63. Oh no, this we are
63.
62. Has any comments that everyone okay there?
Question. Sometimes, I mean, my father died when I was young, and I often feel like I can talk to him. Is that just my own projection? I feel like he's still in my life, even though he's died. Is that in my mind?
That's I think you can talk, because like some have some different connections, but Shanti Deva main focus is liberation. So not only just like something in the, you know, samsara feelings, good or bad things in samsara, but he just have to give up all these samsaric things. Like he focuses liberation. Yeah. So if long as we have attached to these things, like we cannot liberate ourselves.
Right.
Long as we have heat-treated, so then we cannot liberate. So we come back to samsara again. So see, this world, whole world, sentient beings coming back again samsara, somewhere 6 rounds. So then you have something experience, like of course something going on, but Shantideva didn't say about you don't have that, but his main point is don't come back again, samsara, liberate. So this attachment, heat-treated, causes of reborn again in samsara, take birth again in samsara. That is the obstacle for liberation. So his main point is to give up obstacle. So even we cannot give up during the lifetime, when we die, so we really know we going to die, and then that time just mind give up everything, release 100% focus in the go to pure in Buddha Amitabha, strong devotion, aspiration, wishing to reborn there. So give up attachment to the relatives, give up hatred to our enemies, you know, strangers. So focus for the Buddha Amitabha, strong aspiration, wanted to reborn there. So that is the best way we can do. So we of course we have this like families like have someone passed away. We have feelings that they are somewhere there. We can have fears there, you know, be there together or something. That's happening, but that means like that person was coming back again samsara. So maybe that person was looking for form body to going back to samsara. So Shantideva said that samsara is nothing, no great. So that's the reason we already taught a lot up there. And the 60, just he said, don't create samsara again and again. Forget. So now we go to the 63 and 64. Alita, can you read that?
Yes, Kempo. Whatever has been done by me through ignorance and unknowing, be it the breaking of a vow or a deed by nature wrong, I humbly confess it all in the presence of the protectors, with folded hands, prostrating myself again and again, my mind terrified by the misery to come.
Thank you. So everyone okay? So we done the non-virtuous deed through the ignorance, broken vows, and also a deed by nature wrong. So that's we going to confession to the protectors, means all the Buddha and the Bodhisattvas. Strongly like release our heart, mind, confessing, regretting, not going to do again, use the 4 powers. So that one is easiest. Now it's 65. It's garden. Can you chant that one?
Yes, Kempo.
Thank you.
I beseech all the guides of the world to please accept my evils and wrongs. Since these are not good, in future I shall do them no more.
Thank you. Anyone has questions? Everyone okay? So okay, so then that's we finish this second chapter, confession chapter. So now next is for accepting of the awakening mind. So this is followed by the 7 branches. So we finish the offering branch, we finish the prostration branching, we finish the confession branches. So now here we have it's rejoicing branch, first one. So Amanda, please can you read the first one and the second?
Yes, Kempo. Gladly do I rejoice in the virtue that relieves the misery of all those in unfortunate states, and that places those with suffering in happiness. I rejoice in that gathering of virtue that is the cause for the Arhat's awakening. I rejoice in the definite freedom of embodied creatures from the miseries of cyclic existence.
Thank you. So anyone have a comment about this too? The first one is rejoicing, like we are free from lower realms. So we are just temporarily, relax. Relieve the misery of all those in an unfortunate status like lower realms. And that places those with the suffering in happiness. So we have really just kind of a little bit restless, temporarily restless. We have to rejoice that, free from lower realms. So the second is rejoice this arhats, Pakchika Buddhas. They are free from samsara, cyclic existence.
I have a question. You mentioned in these two, and I think the third one coming, that this first one had to do with jealousy, also releasing jealousy. And then is it
Rejoice is antidote to the jealousy.
Antidote. And then this was considered ordinary. So is that the
So you rejoice has many different levels. Ordinary people rejoice. Then like all this, we are reborn higher realms. We are rejoice. Everyone has a happy and joy in the samsara. So we rejoice like samsara successful. Temporary rejoice. Then we rejoice like who is free from samsara ahats. So that's rejoice is anyway antidote to our this no pride. What is it called? Jealousy. Yeah. Antidote to the jealousy. So then this rejoice also not only antidote like when we have a jealousy and you rejoice, not only antidote, purify many lifetimes karma too. So we create a karma through the jealousy. So now we do the rejoicing practice, also purify previous life karma too. And then of course this rejoice helps release our jealousy. When we have a jealousy, we do the practice rejoice that release the jealousy. Then when we release the jealousy, we are of course like mind is become peace and free from this suffering. Okay, so now is the third one, and the fourth and the third. Avura, please, can you read fourth and the third?
Yes, Kempo. I rejoice in the awakening of the Buddhas and also in the spiritual levels of their sons. And with gladness, I rejoice in the ocean of virtue from developing an awakening mind that wishes all beings to be happy, as well as in the deeds that bring them benefit.
Thank you. Rejoice. Okay, that's the third is rejoice is third. This fourth is rejoicing for the Bodhisattvas who benefit for others, Mahayana level. So then this rejoice is followed by the three different levels. First one is regular ordinary beings. Second is for Hinayana. The third one is for Mahayana. Rejoice.
So is the third one rejoicing in the Bodhisattvas, Kempo, or third and fourth?
It's both.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Actually, Tibetan is one together, but English put two level, two sections. I don't know what happened there. So that I will just read is like Tibetan is one section only. English have two sections. And now is David. Please read the 4, 5. 4, 5 means actually 5 and 6. Sorry, I follow the Tibetan.
Yeah.
5 and 6.
5. Before that has I beseech the Buddha of all directions to shine the lamp of Dharma for all bewildered in misery gloom. 6. With folded hands I beseech the conquerors who wish to pass away to please remain from countless eons and not to leave the world in darkness.
Thank
you.
Okay, so then this number 5 is we supplication to the Buddha to teach the Dharma, share the Dharma, shine the lamp of the Dharma. So that is antidote to the wrong view. And number 6, so request Buddha to stay longer and benefit many beings. Eons stay in the benefit other beings. So there's 2 branches there. Anyone has questions? These 2? It's easy, yeah?
I have a question. You said 2 branches. The second branch and what's the other?
The 2 branch means this 5, 6 is like different branches. Sorry about the 2 means like this 2, like 5 and 6, these 2 has different branches.
Okay, one is wrong, antidote for wrong view. And the other, I don't have clear what the other is the antidote for.
So
the third one was a dedication.
No, sorry, yeah, it's this English number 5. Can you see that English number 5?
Yes,
So
yes.
what that is, which this branch?
Well, before you said it was a part of the second branch and it was the antidote to the wrong view.
No, I didn't say second branch. Sorry about this 2 is like 5 and 6. I'm talking about this 2, 5 and 6.
5 and 6?
Yes.
Verses instead of branches. He's just talking about verse 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So no,
Sixth verses has 2 branches, like separate branches.
Okay. I had yes, perfect. Let me that because I had yes, that's my mistake. Good. So one and number 5 is the antidote to the wrong view, but number 6 you said is the antidote for when we for when we didn't have the appropriate respect for Lama, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, right? It was something like that.
Like something like no really respect for Buddha, Dharma, Sangha.
Okay.
And we create a karma for no respect the Buddha's teaching, and then the karma is purifying the 6 antidote for that number 6. Thank you. So now it's Sandra. Please, can you read the 7? So now it's the hardest. Like English, Tibetan becomes different numbers because this number 3 rejoicing is Tibetan is 1, is English is become 2 separate. That makes like number is different. Number 7
Thus,
and 8, Sandra.
okay. Thus, by the virtue collected through all that I have done, may the pain of every living creature be completely cleared away. May I be the doctor and the medicine, and may I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world until everyone is healed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's number 7 is dedication. Branch of dedication. Number 7 is specifically dedication for the people who get sick and who get disease. Yeah, that's true. It's a dedication. That's actually always a dedication section. Dedicating branchi. So now, Karen, can you read this 9 and 10? Can you help Karen? Okay, so now Naomi, can you hear? I don't think so. Lily?
Yes, Campo.
Can you read the verses 9 and 10?
Okay. May I run no food and drink the seed to clear away the pain of thirsty and hunger. And during the aeon of famine, may I myself change into food and drink. May I become an inexhaustible treasure for those who are poor and destitute. May I turn into all things that they could need, and may this be placed close beside them.
Thank you. So that's dedication specifically for the who has hunger and thirsty. So Shanti Deva dedicating his become food for them, his drink for them to benefit for them. So that's the Bodhisattva's wishing benefit for others. Anyone has a comments about that? Everyone okay?
I have a question. So
Yes.
is that real food, or is he talking about Dharma? Is he talking about literally giving your body as food?
It's talking about a rare food.
Okay.
Just its main point is benefiting for them. You know who really is, who's thirsty and hunger. He wishing them, he's become food and drink to benefit for them. This is the only just aspiration, wishing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So long as you have this, you know, wishing aspirations, like mind become really open and comes create like love, compassion to others, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we really don't know he's become food or not, but his aspiration is like benefiting others. Then, especially right now, we are in the ordinary, so we only do these things aspiration, not action. Action is not yet ready to do, but not possible to do. So, and when they have become, like I told you this morning, the first Bodhisattva, then they has ability to benefit others.
Kempo, I have a question about the offering we learned in the previous chapter. You taught that we have bring those offerings into mind, you know, those good things into mind, then do the offer. I'm still not getting to it. I'm trying to practice, but you know, the good things that we already saw in front of us, and we just, you know, kind of make a wish, but how to bring the offering into the mind, is that something that we need to do, you know, like visualize like the clouds of what's that, you know, the offering clouds, and you know, make it, you know, the many and you know, send upwards to the sky and something like that, you know, do this kind of effort to do the offering, or just you know, make a wish simply say, okay, I wish that all those good things can be used by Buddhas or something like that.
So that's a visualize like many offerings in the front you and offering, right?
No, like you said, if you went to a garden, if you go to a garden, you see all kinds of, you know.
Yeah, then whatever you see, yeah, that just mentally offering. That's it.
Then that's just kind of make a wish, right?
Yeah, it's
you don't
wishing,
need
yeah,
to make it, you know. Then you don't need to kind of again to make effort to do, you know, do a visualization. You know, imagine that there are, you know, thousands of flowers. You know, make, you know, multiply those flowers. You know, make them going upwards. You know, like we do when we do the sitting meditation. Like you imagine things, you do offering. You have to sending, you know, those goddess that holding those offerings and you know, give, you know, present to the Buddhas, something like that.
So do you do like that when visualize meditating? Are you?
I'm
Do
trying.
you?
I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's all you know, the make a wish is the beginning level, then we can go further, and if we can or something like that, you know, make it even more you know, make the offer more higher qualified. I don't know how to say that, you know.
Okay, so how to offering, Sandra, how you do the offering mentally? Tell her, Lily.
Of the body or anything?
Anything,
okay.
like just.
Okay, so I walk around, I walk my dog a lot, and I go out in the morning, and usually the sky is blue. Of course, not the last 3 days. It's all smoke here. But I'll just be like, oh, you know, it's so beautiful. And I look at the trees and the flowers, and I just offer the feeling of the beauty of it. And then, you know, if it's a cool day, I think of beings in the hot hills, or if it's a hot day, beings in the cold hills. And it's just whatever you like, whatever you enjoy. It's so easy. It feels like cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
so,
like
okay.
The feelings like you're sharing, right? But I think if we want to make an even higher level of offering is more than that. That's why I'm trying to do. But you know, because the word says bring into mind, and then so because if you bring into mind, the mind can do a lot of things. So you can really, you know, make it, you know, offering clouds and make it, you know, you know, grow number of that, and then, you know, like when we do 7 offerings, we prostrate, and we in that what's that it said that we think about our body becomes 1,000 bodies, and it, you know, in front of the, you know, each Buddhas, and then so that kind of offering, that should we try that? Is better, or we don't really need to do that?
Just follow the text, what the prayer says. When you chant the prayer, read, so what the prayer says, do that way. Many different kind of offering things. And which is easy for you, which is help for you, which is best for you, your mind doing something. So do that, okay?
Okay, follow the text.
You need a more flexible, relax your mind. Cannot be too tight. So you cannot really hold any physical things, just mentally wishing, like offering, right? Even I see here is a light, oh yeah, it's like this, all light is offering to Buddha. So my mentally offerings. Then if you have ability, mind is stable, then this light is like many become like, you know, go one by one after you multiply thousands, you can offerings. But that is also possible, you know.
Okay.
Just needed to more relaxed feeling is relaxed feeling.
Okay, I got your point. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I just want to say that when you said that, Kempo, I guess you meant that, for example, if I go to a garden and it's my garden, I can cut a flower and put it in the altar. But if it's not my garden, then what I'll put it, I'll think about it. I will take this mental picture of the beautiful garden and offer that mentally to the Buddhas, you know, with my devotion.
Yes.
Offer.
So that's a good way to do the cut, the pick up the flower. If you pick up flower, you're really killing the flower.
Yes, yes, but some people will put flowers as an offering in the altar. But if you or whatever precious object, I mean, but if you don't have that precious object or it's something that you cannot grab and put in the altar as an
Okay,
offering,
so that's like mine take the picture and the offering to Buddha. Okay, mine take the picture. I think that's a good way to say. So no, next one is where we are right now. I forget which verses we are.
Verse 10. I just
Verse
read
10.
10.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did it 10, yeah? So now we are in the 11 and the 12, yeah? Okay, so 11 and the 12. EDG, please read 11 and the 12.
Without any sense of loss, I shall give up my body and enjoyments, as well as all my virtues of the three kinds, for the sake of benefiting all. By giving up all, sorrow is transcended, and my mind will realize the sorrowless state. It is best that I now give everything to all beings, in the same way as I shall at death.
Thanks. Okay, so understand, right? This first 10 is everyone okay?
It's beautiful.
So body, speech, mind for everything, for dedication, for benefit others. Also, what we did, like virtuous deeds 3 times, or dedication, benefit for others. Then living is Buddha give up everything for other beings. That's why he's become Buddha. Also, we wanted to become Buddha. We give up everything, let go, desire, attachment. Then we can liberate, free from samsara. Same is like death. When we die, like give up everything. So that is useless, give up, and the causes of suffering. So now we giving to all other beings. So that is useful, and the same is the Buddha did. So Shantideva, main important is anyway we're going to give up. So give up more, wisdomly, usefully. Don't give up causes of suffering. See, people die, they are attached to family, they are attached to their dispositions, the possessions, the material things. That is become, the mind is attached, stuck there, cannot be liberated. The causes of suffering. So anyway, they're going to give up. That is negatively give up. So Shantideva says give up positively, just give up for giving for our other beings. 12 is then 13. Thomas, please, can you do the 13?
Yes, Kappa. Although they may play with my body and make it a source of jest and blame. No. 13.
Yeah.
Having given this body up for the pleasure of all living beings by killing, abusing, and beating it, may they always do as they please.
Yeah, so that's very strong wishing. So giving up the body, desires. And so now it's only just we wishing that, but don't do the actions. Otherwise you get suffering. Because not ready to, like, our practice ability to give up that, but only wishing. We don't want someone abuse us, right? We don't want someone beat us. So that means, like, still we are desire attached to this body. So now our ability only wishing to benefit others. So once they have abilities and this wishing arise, then the body is become, they have recognized emptiness, and whatever other beings does, they don't pain and no suffering. The Bodhisattva is no suffering. Okay, so I think we finish it there, yeah? Thank you, everyone. So you want a discussion about the last today, that one, or everything okay?
No.
I think the wishing part and knowing that it's a capacity is very good.
Okay.
It's an aspiration and a capacity. That's really good.
Yeah.
But
Let's not
these
do it today,
symbols, so beautiful. It really touches my heart and almost like I'm just melt away or dissolved.
Motivate
powerful.
grasping, right? Motivate grasping. Selfie.
I don't know, but it's just
And,
so very powerful. Each time I read it, it's just incredible. Though our body is not ready.
Yeah, this the way of a Bodhisattva is very beautiful. Some people does every day read the whole thing. That just daily practice, the chant every day. Yes, I told you that have many people has memorized this whole text. So it's in the Sheda sometimes there's some areas required to memorize. When we teaching something, always root text is required to memorize. And then the chant just every day. So then that helps, like, reminding all these prayers stuck in the head. They have more awareness, mindful, and then become has more tolerant, patience. So if we cannot chant this every day, but same is a 37, if we can chant every day once, that's also great too. 37 practice Bodhisattva.
I don't know if it's the best way, but I recorded myself reading it into my phone, and every night I listen to myself. The first 3 chapters, I listen to them myself. It's been great for me. I've been doing that for about 3 months, and
Wow.
it's been really good for me. I don't know if that's really proper to put it in the phone, but I decided to make use of my phone to put lots of things like that in my phone. So when I'm out somewhere, I don't have a chance to read. It looks like I'm talking on my phone, but I'm listening to something like that.
Yeah, that's it's good to do. Like if you recording these different chapters, like one day you'll be yourself, just play that yourself.
Yes,
and
I listen to myself.
You close your eye and then play that one. What you read, just do one chapter, and
it's been
maybe,
wonderful.
Yeah, just 1 week. Like
do the
each week, maybe each day 1 chapter possible. Each week 1 chapter also great if you can do. You know, better than nothing doing, right?
Right.
Okay, thank you everyone. So see you tomorrow then.
Thank you, Kempo. I wanted to
it's a
thank you.
dedication.
I wanted to thank you personally for the teachings. of this weekend and last. I feel I will use them very much this week. Some of you know that my mother got sick suddenly, so I'm going to Puerto Rico tomorrow, and I felt every verse touched me and gave me a little bit of help for this week. So thank you very much.
So your mother is what? Can you say again?
My mother got sick suddenly. She has Alzheimer's and she wouldn't wake yesterday. And so they took her to the hospital. She has pneumonia, but she's in the final stages of Alzheimer's too. So
sorry about that.
yes.
So you're leaving tomorrow?
Yes, I'm leaving tomorrow. So unless the plane got really, really badly delayed, I'm not going to be able to come to practice tomorrow.
Oh, it's okay. So when you can come and we do prayer for your mother.
Yes, please. Her name is Elvira, the same as me. So yes, and my
Okay,
father
so when
is
you get
David.
in the not tomorrow, when you get into Puerto Rico, so then when you can join, so then we can do, okay?
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Have a safe trip. Have a safe trip, please.
Safe trip.
Safe trip.
Take care.
Yes,
Take
think of
care.
you.
I'll be thinking of you.
Yes, let's dedicate. Yeah.
Prayers for your family and you and your mom.
I'll be there with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
God
very much.
bless you.
Marilyn, please pour. Okay. So I will chant this prayer, please.
Emma Ho. In the center is the marvelous Buddha Amitabha of boundless light. On the right side is the Lord of great compassion. And on the left is Vrajapani, the Lord of powerful means. All are surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the blissful pure land of the Washen. When I and all beings pass from samsara, may we be born there without taking samsaric rebirth. May I have the blessings of meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power of the blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, may we attain this aspiration without hindrance. Teata pensadriya awa bodha naya soha. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind. Where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience. By defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. As Manjushri the warrior realized the ultimate state, and as did Samantabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. May the teachings of the great Drikumpa Ratnashri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara.
Thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you, Avra. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
See you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank
Take
you, everybody.
rest. Bye.